Hi, Dennis Jones is my name. I'm a Senior Financial Planner at CCA Financial Planning here in Melbourne. Today we'd like to have a little bit of a chat about our online financial planning and goal setting tool we have for our clients called C3, My Money, My Life. Just before we go into that, I'd like to share with you a graphical illustration of some research done by Harvard Business School a number of years ago. Now, in that research, Harvard looked at 4 groups of people to see how they fared in life. Group 1 had no specific goals. Group 2 had goals with no strategy. Group 3 had smart goals, strategy and a plan. And Group 4, the outperforming group, had smart goals, strategy, a disciplined plan and an ongoing review of their progress with an advisor or coach that they trusted. So ironically, Group 4, or perhaps no surprise, Group 4 achieved results that were 93% better than Group 3. Now, what we find in Australia is that a lot of people do, and I've certainly observed over a 30-year period, that many people perhaps don't achieve what's important to them and their families because they might have goals but no strategy. And that's where, in fact, most Australians, from my observation, are. They're down here. So they're really not maximising the probability of them achieving their goals and what's important for them and their family over time. So, easy to talk about this stuff, but much harder to implement a solution. So what we've created is a web-based program which is client-centric. It's designed for clients. It's been operational now for about 4 years and we've been refining it over time. This program is called C3, My Money, My Life. And I'd like to show you today how the program operates, how easy it is for our clients to access it. If you're a client already, you probably have access to your own C3 file. If not, if you're thinking about becoming a client, just contact our office and we'll set up a trial C3 file for you. Now, it looks a little bit like an iPhone application, which is no coincidence because it's written in FileMaker Pro, which is Apple software. So the idea is that our clients can access all the information that we have for them on one web-secure, web-based file. So we're not creating a file that is separate, that we keep for our own use, and another one we send to our clients. We've got the one web-based program that's designed for our clients and we use it as well. So the sections include the financial section about me, the health and well-being, which is a bit of a personal dashboard, values and goals section, and we just had a bit of a chat about how important that is. As the absolute core of any financial plan, we've got to have clarity around goals so we can make smart decisions with reference to our goals. Executive summary, scenario modelling, my progress. That section tracks graphically how you're heading towards your goals, and you can access that personally as well. Strategy menu, which is a whole list of ideas and strategies, everything from cash flow to investment strategies to smart debt, superannuation strategies. There's about 70 of them in there. So all of our intellectual property is available for our clients online, so they can see it all. So everything is in this one package program, which we'll just access now. So normally, now this isn't a real client, it's Brad Pitt and Angelina, and unfortunately they're not clients of ours. But I'd like to use this as to just demonstrate how easy the file is to access. So let's set up an initial meeting for these people. We'll just go into this meeting agenda here. So we don't have a meeting with the client normally without setting an agenda. And of course the number one item on the agenda for all clients is, well, what are your priorities? What's most important for you in your life right now? And what do you most want to achieve with some advice? We then go through a process called your probability of success, which is a bit of a diagnostic. Very easy to do, looking at all the key components that are going to maximise your probability of achieving your goals. We'll then do your assets and liabilities, look at your income from all sources. There's a budgeting tool built into here, C3, which is, the cost of living budgeting tool. Everything is integrated. Everything is integrated. We'll then look at what immediate action can be taken to improve your position. We'd then like to capture your values and goals. What's important for you in your life. In fact, we'll have a bit of a look at that right now. We'll go to values and goals, number 3. And this section here captures a lot of the work done by Bill Bacharach. And Bill has written a fantastic book called Values-Based Advice. I really love the work Bill has done. It is fantastic. What I found difficult about Bill's work was how to capture it and use it practically with our clients here in Australia. So we've got quite an easy way of capturing his work, both in terms of values, and then if we click on goals here, we can look at what's important in your life. In this instance, it was family, kids' education, financial freedom, cash flow management, being able to retire at age 60 with $2 million of assets. So this section aligns values with goals, with time frame, cost and strategy. Now, of course, in the first meeting with the client, we can't capture all of that, but we can get started. We'd like to sort of look at, say, the top 3 goals you might have in your life, and show you how we can quickly capture that. By the way, once we do enter information into this program for our clients, then as a client you can access it yourself anywhere in the world with your passcodes. So as a client, this is all about you. So we'll just go back to the meeting agenda. So just in summary, we'll be looking at your priorities right now: financial health check, assets and liabilities, income from all sources, your budget, cost of living, your values and goals, specifically your goals that require planning, and then we can look at possible strategies that can help you achieve your goals. So with that, I'll just go down to the strategy toolbox over here, number 7. And as the name implies, the strategy toolbox is really just a whole list of strategies, everything from cash flow management to superannuation strategies to smart debt management, gearing, property investment. Pretty much every strategy you could possibly think of is captured in here. So once we understand what your goals are, what's important to you, where you are now, where you want to go, then we'll look at these strategies, the strategy toolbox, and identify strategies that may be useful for you. We'll highlight those strategies. We'll then look at strategies that we're going to consider for you specifically, and the system will capture a short list from a big toolbox, a short list of tools or strategies that could be very useful for you. So once our meeting is finished, we will then have a list of, or some clarity around, where you are now, where you want to go, and some of the ideas and strategies that we can help you get there. We will then research those strategies with our team and the people on the team, on the advice team. We'll research all of this and then put it all together, of course, in a statement of advice, which will be specific advice for you to go from where you are now to where you want to go. The ongoing relationship we would like to have with our clients is that of as CFO. Our CFO is Chief Financial Officer. We consider that our clients, say it's a husband and wife, we'd like to gently remind them that they're the CEOs of their life. It's all about them, so they're in charge of making the right decisions, but we're on hand as their Chief Financial Officer to guide them to make those smarter decisions about money. Menu of service we can offer. In fact, you may only need advice with finance, for example. You might only need advice with super. So you don't have to use the full suite of services, but it's there if you want to. And certainly that's the relationship we prefer to have with our clients. Document vault, I'll just click on that. The document vault is, actually I'll just show you this first. Some of our clients, especially our health professionals, we have a lot of health professionals, doctors and chiropractors as clients, some CEOs, we have a full range of clients, but some people, when they come to see us, their affairs are a little bit of a mess, not suggesting yours are, but the whole idea of this system is to take a whole lot of information and bring it together in a modularised, secure way so that you and us as your advisors can access that information easily. So if you understand where you are and where you're going and you can measure your progress, you're going to make better decisions. I'll show you the document vault here. Now in this system we can look at personal documents such as even your travel documents. We might have a copy, or you can choose a copy of your passport, photos, anything you like, property documents, which might include a copy of body corporate info, titles, loan documents. All of that information can be stored in there if you want to. That's entirely up to you if you want to use that section. What is the value of advice? It's interesting, I think we're often asked that, what is the true value of advice? If you as a client are paying us a fee for advice, how do you measure that? It's interesting, in 2010 we were nominated as the FPA Advisor or Value of Advice Award winner for the year, and we won an award, which is this thing here, for providing value of advice for a particular client who agreed to participate in that survey. I think you can measure the value of advice from a client's perspective, firstly in how you feel about your future, how confident are you with your financial future and financial well-being. Do you have clarity around where you are now and where you're heading? Is it easy for you to make decisions, financial decisions, or when something pops up, are you unsure? I think if you've got a comprehensive plan and you've got clear goals, then when things come up, those decisions are easy. And I think from a client's perspective, that's the best way for you to be able to measure, is this advice, is it valuable to me personally? So the confidence issue is one thing, and also the other thing is financially. Is your position being improved by the advice, or are you finding it hard to measure? So you should be able to measure whether it's improved cash flow, reduced tax, your improved financial position over time, progressively looking at your net worth. So there's probably two ways to measure the value of advice: confidence or not in your future, and also the numbers. What do the numbers look like? Are they improving? So all of that should be tracked as part of your ongoing financial plan and your progressive review meetings. So I'll just go back to the main screen here. I've only touched on a little bit that's built into this, to the C3, My Money, My Life program, but suffice to say that it is, as far as we know, it's the only fully integrated system in Australia designed for our clients here in this country that brings all the key components of a financial and life plan together. So if you don't have access to a C3 file yet, please contact our office for a trial program and we'll get that organised for you. Thank you.